Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling. My name is Dave Little, and it is a privilege to be coming to you live from the Dave Cave tonight with action from Heartland Ladies Wrestling. Thank you all for joining us here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. And this is a big night for Heartland Ladies Wrestling. We are just 2 weeks away from our next Heartland Championship Wrestling pay-per-view broadcast, which will go down on May the 2nd. Heartland Havoc 97 Knocked Down is the name of that pay-per-view. And the ladies of Heartland Championship Wrestling will have a big part of that pay-per-view. The Heartland Ladies Championship will be on the line at Knocked Down when the newly crowned champion Sherry Martel, the sensational one, takes on a tough test indeed in Cheerleader Melissa. Cheerleader Melissa has dominated the Heartland over the past decade. She is a 9-time former Heartland Ladies champion, looking to grab the crown for the 10th time as she takes on the new champion Sherry Martel in the ladies main event at the pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Also in 2 weeks we will have a couple of number one contenders matches for the Heartland Ladies Championships. The winner of the match between Sherry Martel and Cheerleader Melissa will need a number one contender, and that contender will be crowned at the Knocked Down pay-per-view. And 2 of our matches tonight will determine the 2 ladies that will move on to the pay-per-view and wrestle for the number one contender slot. And good evening to Philip Reynolds. Welcome to the chat room. In the ring we have our first qualifying match for the Knocked Down number one contenders match. On your left you see the Irish rugged brawler RHIA O'Reilly is her name, trained by, among others, Soraya Knight, who is of herself a brawler and just a bad lady from a number of perspectives. And RHIA O'Reilly is her protege, and she is one big, tough, mean-tempered, nasty Irish lass. And she wants to make it to the pay-per-view next week, or in 2 weeks, to wrestle for the opportunity to challenge for the Heartland Ladies Championship, much like her mentor Soraya Knight held before her. To your right is another double tough Canadian superstar by the name of Lufisto. Lufisto goes by the nickname Super Hardcore Anime. She is as tough as they come, although she is only about 5 foot 3 inches tall. So it will be a size advantage for RHIA O'Reilly, but these two are 2 very, very tough brawlers. The Irish RHIA O'Reilly and the Canadian Lufisto will be going at it in tonight's first contest. So the referee is ready for action. Captain Carl is in the chat room, and he is ready for some action. So let's get it started. The opening initiative roll is a tie. So immediately we go to the Highlight Center booklet from Face to the Mat Wrestling. And let's see if some controversy erupts prior to the match. We are going to highlight Reel O, and it will be Lufisto who rolls on this chart. And on a roll of 12, it is going to be Lufisto talking some trash and increasing her grudge grade by 1 point. We don't play grudge grades in Filsinger, so we'll just say that Lufisto came to the lockup and just gave RHIA O'Reilly a slap across the face to get things started. And already the fists are going to be flying. And Lufisto now is going to go for a backslide. She gets her over and down, but O'Reilly gets right back up from that one and fires back with a double leg drop across the chest of Lufisto, and Lufisto is hurt. Lufisto is hurt and backpedaling, and RHIA is going to follow that up with a whip to the ropes. Lufisto gets to her feet. RHIA O'Reilly with a whip to the ropes, and as Lufisto bounces off the ropes, it is RHIA with a running back elbow that puts Lufisto on the defensive. RHIA follows that up with a chokehold, just choking her up against the ropes as the referee counts to 5, but on the count of 4, RHIA breaks the hold, and we're seeing some rough stuff already. Here's another whip to the ropes from RHIA. And this time it is Lufisto who comes off the ropes. And on a roll of 3, Lufisto nails RHIA along the side of the head with a vicious knee to the side of the head, and it is O'Reilly who is down and hurt. Lufisto now follows that up and just drills O'Reilly with a spinning back fist. That is a deadly move. O'Reilly is backing down on the defensive now, and it's going to be a whip to the ropes. Whip to the ropes. Off comes RHIA from the ropes, and on a roll of 7, it's the running back elbow from Lufisto that puts RHIA back down to the canvas. Lufisto now in control. RHIA goes to the corner, and Lufisto crosses the ring and just slams body first into RHIA with a cannonball in the corner, and that shakes the whole ring. Lufisto had all kinds of momentum in that cannonball. O'Reilly's slow to get to her feet, and now it's going to be a whip across the ring to the opposite turnbuckle. And from there, it is a big kick from Lufisto coming in. Lufisto in control over the Irish RHIA O'Reilly. And Lufisto now is going to go with a flurry of chops and jabs. For a little gal, she has very fast hands, and she is just drilling RHIA left and right with those fists. And RHIA is going to go out of the ring, and we're going to have action on the arena floor where both these ladies love to mix it up. And this time it is RHIA who is forced to crawl back into the ring ahead of the 10 count, where Lufisto is waiting and ready as Lufisto just peppers her with more of those chops and jabs and punches. And what's going to happen now? Lufisto is going to go to the top rope, to the top turnbuckle, and try a death jump. And on a roll of 4, it is O'Reilly who gets to her feet and slams Lufisto down to the mat hard. And it is RHIA O'Reilly now in charge. RHIA is going with a stranglehold, the Japanese stranglehold. This is a very painful hold where RHIA grabs the arms of the opponent, wraps Lufisto's arms around her own neck from behind with a knee to the back, and Lufisto is forced to struggle her way out of that one as RHIA is doing some damage here, and now it's a rolling neck snap from RHIA off the ropes, snapping the neck of Lufisto, and Lufisto is going to roll out of the ring, and here we go again. And this time it is RHIA who comes out of the ring and dives off of the ring apron and nails Lufisto with a flying clothesline off of the ring apron, and we may see a count out here. If this roll is a 2 or a 3, it's going to be a count out. But on a roll of 7, Lufisto is able to get back into the ring. That does cost her a point of fatigue. And RHIA is now in control. RHIA with a side slam, pounding Lufisto into the canvas hard. Lufisto getting to her feet, and here's another rolling neck snap from RHIA. Working the upper body of Lufisto. RHIA now comes back with a T-bone suplex, and down hard to the canvas goes Lufisto, and she's going to roll out of the ring again. It's going to blow up between these two ladies, but this time Lufisto again is forced to crawl back into the ring to beat the 10 count, as O'Reilly is waving her arms and telling her to get back in here and give her a better fight than that. And here's the readjustment. Here's the readjustment. That submission style backbreaker. Is Lufisto going to have to give it up here? No, she is not going to have to give it up as she gets over to the ropes to get out of that backbreaker style hold. But RHIA O'Reilly has taken control of this, and now she's going to go back to the Japanese stranglehold. Lufisto slow to get to her feet, and RHIA is going to go now with another whip to the ropes. And as Lufisto comes off to the ropes, it is RHIA with a high knee smash that takes Lufisto back down to the canvas. RHIA with another whip to the ropes. Lufisto comes off again, and this time it is a hard forearm across the side of the head that stuns Lufisto. RHIA O'Reilly is one hard-hitting Irish lady, and she is laying the smackdown on Lufisto right now. Lufisto goes to the ropes once again, and this time on a roll of 10, it is a running double clothesline, and both ladies are down. They both had the same thing in mind. They clotheslined each other in the center of the ring. Referee is putting on the 10 count, but it looks like it is actually going to be Lufisto getting to her feet first. Yes, she has the better ropes rating. Lufisto getting to her feet, and it is Lufisto who is going to go for the Tiger Suplex. That is a powerful move that just slams O'Reilly shoulders back down onto the canvas, and O'Reilly now has to get to her feet slowly. These ladies are about to knock the stuffings out of each other. Here is another tiger suplex, and O'Reilly goes down hard again. Back with a face wash, that boot to the side of the head, running across the ring. O'Reilly gets up. She is not happy about that, and it is Rhea who comes back with the leg drop onto Lufisto, and Lufisto is down on one knee. Rhea gets back up with another double leg drop. Lufisto is still hurt. Rhea now with another double leg drop. Just pummeling Lufisto. Here's another blatant chokehold from Rhea, and Lufisto has had enough of that. Lufisto fires back and just slams her forearm across the side of the head of Rhea O'Reilly and knocks her down to the canvas. And it is the camel clutch from Lufisto coming up, but she can't get that on as Rhea gets to her feet. Lufisto follows up with another backslide. O'Reilly is down. Lufisto is going to come in, and she pitches Rhea O'Reilly out of the ring. And here we go again. And this time there is going to be some ringside shenanigans. We don't usually use the ringside shenanigans chart in a ladies match, but these two ladies love mixing it up on the arena floor. And we are going to go to the ringside mayhem chart. And the result of the ringside mayhem roll is that we are going to have outside interference. Oh my goodness, what is going to happen here? Outside interference is coming, and it is coming on behalf of Lufisto, who would be the baby face in this situation. So Lufisto is bringing assistance. She has been allied in the past with the Canadian Ninjas. So it is going to be Portia Perez coming out to launch a ringside attack on Rhea O'Reilly. And what is going to happen here? Let's see, I've got this on the... Here we go, the outside interference chart. Away we go. Portia Perez comes to the aid of Lufisto. And on a roll of 4, it is Portia who attacks Rhea O'Reilly with a deadly specialty move. Perhaps a spinning enziguri that Portia is known for, hitting O'Reilly in the back of the head. Will we see a disqualification here? No, there will be no disqualification, as the referee did not see that happen. And now it is Lufisto who's got Rhea O'Reilly up for the burning hammer and down to the canvas hard. Will we see a pinfall here? No, O'Reilly gets her leg over the bottom rope and she is enraged. So the interference from Portia Perez paid off. Yes, she scored a blow on Rhea O'Reilly that put Lufisto in control of this contest. Lufisto now is going to come off the middle rope with a diving star headbutt and nails O'Reilly, and that costs her another point of fatigue. So both these ladies have 2 points of fatigue, and this is a slobber knocker. Lufisto still in control, whip to the turnbuckle. And it is Lufisto with a big kick as O'Reilly bounces off the turnbuckle. International warfare here in the city of Indianapolis. And oh, another cannonball into the corner from Lufisto, and O'Reilly goes down and stays down. Here is the burning hammer once again. That over-the-shoulder exploder suplex onto the mat. She goes for the cover. Count of 1, 2, and on a roll of 7 or lower, that's the 3 count. Oh, and she just got that right foot out, right shoulder out of there. Rhea O'Reilly barely kicks out of the burning hammer, but she is severely fatigued now. And it is Lufisto who is going up for the death jump. Lufisto is going up for the death jump once again. This didn't work the first time, but this time on a roll of 7, it is a flying clothesline from Lufisto that puts O'Reilly back down onto the canvas. Here's the spinning back fist from Lufisto as O'Reilly gets to her knees. It is Lufisto who is rallying now. Another cannonball into the corner. O'Reilly staggered against the corner. Here's another cannonball, and O'Reilly is down. Lufisto is going to go now for the Mangalizer. That is one of her big submission holds. And this time on a roll of 8 or lower, it is over. And on a roll of 5, it's over. Lufisto is your winner after a brutal brawl. It is Lufisto with the Mangalizer winning tonight's first matchup after a brutal slobber knocker. These two ladies beat the tar out of each other. And the big Irish lass and the double tough Canadian Super Hardcore Anime Lufisto. Lufisto is your winner, and she moves on to the Knocked Down Supercard in Detroit, where she will wrestle for an opportunity to challenge for the title. And Lufisto doesn't take a backseat to anybody in terms of toughness or ability. It was back in 2014 that Lufisto and cheerleader Melissa in Shimmer put on one of the best ladies matches of all time. It was the match of the year in the Shimmer Ladies Wrestling Federation, and one of the great ones. All right, our next match will be a tag team contest. Also at stake in this match is a chance to go to Detroit and wrestle for the #1 contendership for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. We've already seen one tag match earlier tonight where the team called Made in Sin, Allison K. and Taylor Made, advanced to the pay-per-view. They will take on the winners of this match for the opportunity to challenge for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. In the corner to my left, two outstanding lady wrestlers with terrific pedigrees. Allison Danger is in the green. This team collectively is known as Regeneration X. Allison Danger was one of the founders of Shimmer Wrestling and widely recognized as one of the, between Allison Danger and Lexi Fife, those two would have to be the leaders of the independent wrestling women's movement that is now thriving and producing great stars. One of the great stars they have produced is tagging up with Allison Danger tonight. Her name is LEVA Bates. LEVA Bates is now on AEW Wrestling as one of the librarians. She had a very successful run in NXT as the character known as Blue Pants, where they just brought her in to be a, basically an enhancement talent, but her talent and her charisma and her popularity took her to heights that nobody expected from her under the Blue Pants moniker. And ID Jester says, I am talking Greek to him with this info. Well, good for you, ID Jester. It's, Heartland Ladies Wrestling, and it is definitely a niche form of entertainment, but some good stuff here and some good lady athletes. On the other side, we have a very bizarre team known as Paradise Lost. The lady in the blue is Courtney Rush out of Canada, and she is one of the most unique and imaginative and innovative, creative lady wrestlers on planet Earth. She is now in TNA Wrestling, doing a character known as Rosemary, who is this sort of demon character and just a very compelling, wonderful character that she plays. But even before she got into the demon character, she was just creative and fun-loving and one of the people you just enjoyed watching. And her tag team partner is formerly known as Angel Dust, now just known as Dust, because Angel Dust became affiliated with the demon Courtney Rush in Shine Wrestling as part of Courtney's Paradise Lost stable. And so Angel Dust dropped the angel from her name and just became known as Dust. And these two are a very fine tag team working together. Two very good tag teams working together here tonight. This should be an entertaining match, as Allison Danger will start off against Courtney Rush. Courtney Rush, queen of the suplexes as a wrestler. And it will be Courtney Rush with the opening initiative. Let's move things up here a little bit so the dice can be seen. And it is Courtney with the arm drag, taking Allison down to the mat. Allison up quickly to her feet, and Courtney with a hip toss takes Allison over. Allison gets up and hits Courtney with that dangerous liaison's forearm smash, and Courtney is down. Oh, she got all of that one. And Allison is quickly going to go for the Shimmering Warlock, that kick to the back of the head. We may see a pin here in the early going, but Courtney kicks right out of that one. Allison Danger stung Courtney with that kick and got an early near fall as we're just getting started. Courtney follows up and comes off with a flying knee strike. And we are now going to see an attempt from the top turnbuckle as Allison goes up for the death jump. Courtney does not do well against aerial wrestlers, and on a roll of 6, it is a awesome flying clothesline off the top turnbuckle by Allison that takes Courtney back down to the mat. Here comes LEVA, and we are now going to see a double team as Allison and LEVA team up. And on a roll of 9, it is a running forearm smash from both Allison and LEVA that staggers Courtney. LEVA Bates now in the ring. LEVA is going to go with a head scissors as Courtney is down. LEVA works the head scissors. And now she rolls that over into the critical confirmation. And this is a painful hold where she pins both shoulders back. And Courtney is going to just leave the ring. Courtney rolls out of that one. She's experiencing some shoulder pain. She goes out of the ring, but on a count of 9, she has to come back into the ring where LEVA is ready and waiting with more offense. And this time it is going to be an enziguri from LEVA that stuns Courtney and puts her back down to the canvas. Tag to Allison. Here comes another double team. And on a roll of 4, it is a double team drop kick that puts Courtney back down to the mat and costs her another point of fatigue. Courtney rushes in a bad way to start this match as Allison comes in with the STO and takes Courtney back down. Here's a cover. Count of 1. Count of 2. Dust is going to come in for the pin save, but on a roll of 8, Dust is cut off by LEVA Bates. And if this roll is a 7 or lower, it's over. But on a roll of 8, Courtney just gets her shoulder up. Just in the nick of time, Courtney escapes that pin attempt. But Allison is in charge, and Courtney is still in trouble. Here is the Medusa Cascade, that high-flying double-team knee smash. And that puts Courtney back down to the canvas. LEVA now back in the ring as the legal competitor. And a diving mushroom stomp off the second rope. That had to hurt. Courtney's still down. And LEVA now is going to go with the open hand chops. A series of open hand chops from LEVA as Courtney finally gets back to her feet and makes her way to the corner. But LEVA is just pouring on those open-handed chops. And now a side headlock from LEVA as she brings Courtney back out to the center of the ring. Courtney now is going to shove LEVA into the corner and fire a few punches to the gut and finally make the tag into Dust. Dust is a very small wrestler, only 5 feet tall and 98 pounds out of Youngstown, Ohio, but the arms and shoulders on Dust, this girl does an awful lot of push-ups for a little gal. And she is now in the ring against LEVA Bates, and it is an elbow smash from Dust, followed by a whip to the turnbuckle. Whip to the turnbuckle, and it is LEVA coming off the turnbuckle. And it is LEVA who lifts the knee to the head of Dust as Dust charges in. And LEVA now takes control. LEVA Bates, whip to the ropes. Dust comes off the ropes. LEVA bounces down and Dust comes off from the other side. And on a roll of 6, it is a flying shoulder tackle off the ropes from Dust that takes LEVA down. And Dust is in control. Dust now with a missile dropkick off of the middle turnbuckle. And LEVA is hurt. Dust has got it going. Double knees to the back. LEVA is still hurt. Dust now with another whip to the ropes. Off comes LEVA, and this time it is LEVA who scores with a knee smash coming off the ropes, a knee lift that staggers Dust backwards. LEVA now with a superhero kick. What a kick by LEVA. Coming off the left leg and nailing a right-sided foot to the side of the head of Dust, and Dust is down and she is stunned. LEVA now goes to the diving mushroom stomp. Dust is still down. Tag to Allison. Here comes a double team. And on a roll of 6, it is a double clothesline from the members of Regeneration X. And they have got Dust in trouble. Allison now comes with the Medusa Cascade maneuver once again. Dust is still down. Hello, Al Red Sox fan. We are seeing ladies tag team action here. And here is the STO from Allison Danger. Dust finally gets to one knee. Dangerous liaisons from Allison. Dust is still hurt. And here is the old school expulsion, a big over-the-top over the shoulder suplex, and down to the canvas goes Dust, and she stays down. Dust is taking a lot of punishment here. And Allison hits her with a Shimmering Warlock. Will we see a pinfall here? No, Dust kicks out of that one. But she is in some trouble now as the team of Regeneration X, Allison Danger and Leva Bates, are cleaning house here. Here's another STO. Dust goes down. Tag to Leva. Oh, but this time they miss on the double clothesline as Dust ducks under the attempted double clothesline and nails both members of Regeneration X with clotheslines. Leva Bates is the legal wrestler in the ring now for her team. Dust goes to the top rope and comes off with a flying cross body block that takes Leva down to the canvas. Dust is all over the place now. She is the fastest wrestler in this match. She goes to the chin breaker, and that stuns Leva Bates. Leva cannot make the tag. Dust now with a series of rapid-fire kicks. Leva fires back and just arm drags Dust back into the center of the ring. Dust gets to her feet first, and double knees to the back nails Leva Bates as Leva was trying to get to her feet. Dust is on a roll here. Here's a missile dropkick that staggers Leva. Leva goes back and Dust hits another chin breaker. Leva's hurt. Here's a tag to Courtney and a double team. And they deliver a running forearm smash as Dust holds Leva and Courtney delivers the forearm smash. Courtney now in the ring with an octopus stretch. Painful, painful hold that she is subjecting Leva to in this situation. And Leva is finally able to escape that one. And Leva comes back with a kick to the side of the rib cage. Kick to the ribs. And Leva's going to follow that up by taking Courtney to the mat and applying a head scissor. Courtney cannot get over to make the tag. Leva now goes for that critical confirmation. She goes back to that submission hold again. Courtney fights her way out of that, and here is another kick to the ribs from Leva. And Courtney is going to fire back, and Courtney goes back to the octopus stretch. And Leva is in some trouble now here. Is Leva going to have to give this one up? No, she is not. She's going to try and get over to make the tag to Allison Danger. She can't get there. And Courtney is still in control. And Courtney pitches Leva out of the ring. It's the Devil's Playground out here on the arena floor. Leva Bates may not want to spend too much time out here. And quickly Leva crawls back into the ring so that she doesn't get caught out on the arena floor. But Courtney is waiting with an Olympic slam, up and over and down to the canvas hard. Courtney Rush can suplex an opponent from any of a number of positions. She got the Olympic slam that time. Here's a count of one. Count of two. Allison's going to come to make the save. And on a roll of 11 on the pin save chart, what is going to happen here? The tag partner runs in, and so does the opponent's tag partner. All four ladies are in the ring, and it is a brawl. Leva takes a point of fatigue there, and that uses up one of the Regeneration X pin save attempts. Roll double disqualification 4. So on a roll of 4 or lower, this will be a double DQ. That's not going to happen. If there is no disqualification, roll one die to see who wins the brawl. And it is Courtney Rush who wins the brawl. Courtney, the better of the two brawlers. What's going to happen now? And Courtney rolls over Leva with the Indian Deathlock, a very painful submission move. Can she get this completed? She is going to need a choice chart roll to lock on the Indian Deathlock, and then we'll see what happens. And on a roll of 6, she has got the Indian Deathlock applied. And Leva is in some trouble. She is squirming and crawling and finally makes her way to the bottom rope to escape the Indian Deathlock. But Courtney is in control. And she's going to tag in Dust, and we're going to see a double team here. And this time they nail a double team, double flapjack, slamming Leva face first down to the canvas. And that costs her a point of fatigue. That's an add 1 double team. And Dust is now in control with the chance to do some damage here as Leva Bates is hurt. And Dust is going to pitch Leva out of the ring. Leva doesn't want to mess around out there. But on a roll of 4, that may be a good roll for Leva. The opponent comes out of the ring to continue the fight, but you grab her and smash her onto the announcer's table. Oh my goodness, Leva Bates not taking any prisoners here on the arena floor. She will not be disqualified for that. And it is Leva now who is in control. Leva hits that Shiranui, that running knee smash out of the corner. And Dust is down. And Leva is just going to tag Allison into this match, as Allison is now the freshest wrestler in the ring and the only one that hasn't gotten any fatigue points yet. Oh, Loveless Choker, that running clothesline, takes Dust down, and Dust rolls out of the ring. Allison's not going to make the mistake of pursuing Dust out there. Instead, she's going to wait for Dust to roll back into the ring ahead of the 10 count. And it is Leva now with that double team Medusa Cascade, and Dust is down and out of the ring once again. And once again, it is going to be Dust who has to crawl back in to beat the 10 count, as Leva Bates is now in the ring for Regeneration X. And this time it is another superhero kick that just stuns Dust. Dust is in trouble now. Leva's going to go for the death jump. And on a roll of 12, that is going to be a possible pin attempt. Leva nails a perfect cross body block. And she gets a count of 1, a count of 2. Here comes Courtney to make the pin save. And on a roll of 4, Courtney makes the pin save just in the nick of time. But they no longer have any pin saves left. And Leva is in control. And they're going to hit the Sonic Screwdriver, that double team tag team finisher. And on a roll of 8 or lower, this one is over. And on a roll of 11, Dust kicks out. Oh my goodness, where did she get that resiliency from? Allison is now the legal wrestler in the ring for her team. Allison Danger trying to finish off Dust with the STO. Dust is down. That side slam to the canvas. Here's the Medusa Cascade again. The pin roll here is a 7. And on a roll of 7, she gets the pin. What a tag team contest we just witnessed, as the team of Allison Danger and Leva Bates, also known as Regeneration X, finally gets the victory after a very long and hard-fought contest. And it will be Allison Danger picking up the pinfall after the Medusa Cascade. And Regeneration X will move on to meet the team called Made in Sin for the opportunity to wrestle for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. All right, folks. Great turnout in the chat room tonight. Al Red Sox fan is here. Dave Gardner is here. Dave Gardner and me are both celebrating birthdays tomorrow. And so what better way than to check out some Heartland Ladies Wrestling on a Saturday night here at the Epic Broadcasting, Sports Broadcasting Network. Our final match of the evening, our main event, will be for the Mistress of Mayhem Championship in Heartland Ladies Wrestling. This is the secondary championship. Your Mistress of Mayhem champion is this young lady in the pink, Kelly Klein, out of Cincinnati. She is a powerhouse, but a very good wrestler. Also the wife of Ring of Honor legendary wrestler B.J. Whitmer out of Cincinnati. So Kelly Klein is your Mistress of Mayhem, and she has beaten back all challengers with this Mistress of Mayhem title. Her opponent tonight is a legend in the sport, Mercedes Martinez, who has been around ladies professional wrestling for 15 years, ever since the completion of her college basketball career. And she is as athletic as they come. She finally got her contract with NXT and appeared at the Survivor Series in 2020 to a very enthusiastic reputation. She has a great reputation in the world of women's professional wrestling, but she has a tough row to hoe tonight against Kelly Klein with the Mistress of Mayhem Championship on the line. This is going to be yet another slobber knocker. We're seeing some of the ladies who may not have the fame and fortune of some of the eye candy that wrestle in the WWE, but these gals can go, and they work hard at their craft. And after a drink of vitamin water, your ring announcer is ready. And speaking of ring announcers, before tonight's main event, I want to bid a fond and yet teary-eyed farewell to one of the great ring announcers in the wrestling business. The one and only Howard Finkel passed away this week. The Fink was, I think, the first person ever hired by Vince McMahon to work in World Wrestling Federation back in the WWF days, and hung around and was just a great guy and the best ring announcer money could buy. And we lost Howard Finkel this week. May he rest in peace. And now we take you to our main event of the evening for the Mistress of Mayhem Championship, and it is Kelly Klein who gets the opening initiative role. And Kelly goes right to the waistlock takedown, takes Mercedes down. Mercedes goes behind and comes back with a leg sweep, taking Kelly down to the canvas. Oh, but Kelly gets up, and with her power is going to go for the running boot. Running boot from Kelly. She needs a 6 to connect on that. 6 or lower, but on a roll of 11, Mercedes dodges that one. And it is Mercedes who comes back with brutal chops. Oh my goodness, Mercedes Martinez is renowned for the hard chops to the chest that she can deliver. They can take the breath out of an opponent. And in fact, that is an add 1 maneuver from level 2 offense, which is a very dangerous and very powerful move for Mercedes Martinez. She will wear you out with those chops. And Kelly is just going to leave the ring now. These are both A-rated out-of-the-ring competitors. And all matches for the Mistress of Mayhem Championship are no disqualification. So once again, the fur is going to fly. And this time, on a roll of 2, that's all Kelly. Yeah, she drags Mercedes out of the ring, grabs her by the leg, and just nails her with a forearm smash and pounds the face of Mercedes Martinez onto the ring apron. Mercedes is stunned now, and it is Kelly who is going to continue the fight out of the ring. And on a roll of 9, we're going right to the ringside Mayhem tables. It didn't take long for these two to break down. And it is going to be the tables chart. What is going to happen on the tables chart? As Kelly is going to try and, let's see, the wrestler on offense is Mercedes. So it's Mercedes who is going to work the table. But she cannot get the table up as she is attacked by Kelly before she can get the table set up. So we go back to the standard out of the ring chart. And on a roll of 7, it is Kelly who wins that battle. And we go back into the ring. And Kelly now hits a fall-away slam, pounds Mercedes into the canvas. Kelly with a kick to the midsection. Mercedes goes down. She nailed that one. And another fall-away slam. Mercedes to one knee. Kelly has the power game going. Tries for that running boot again. And this time she nailed it. And Mercedes is staggered back. Kelly with the German suplex takes Mercedes down to the mat. Kelly follows up with another attempt at a running boot, and she nails it again. And this time Mercedes goes down. And Kelly's going to go for the end of the match, a spinning face slam onto the canvas. This is her finishing move. It's early in the match, and Mercedes is able to get out of that one. But it is now one fatigue for each of them. And here goes Kelly again with the end of the match. Count of 1. And Mercedes gets out this time at the count of 2. She's hit the canvas hard twice now. And Mercedes is in a bad way. As Kelly stays on the attack with a Samoan drop, and down to the canvas, Mercedes hits hard again. Mercedes rolls out of the ring, and this time it is Mercedes who's going to win the brawl on the arena floor. And Mercedes brings Kelly back into the ring and hits those 3 amigas, that series of 3 suplexes, inspired by the late great Eddie Guerrero, who was one of the role models of Mercedes. And after those 3 suplexes, it's going to be Kelly who's rolling out of the ring. And here we go again. No more shenanigans this time. But it is Kelly who wins the brawl on the arena floor, this time on a roll of 3. And we go back into the ring, and Kelly hits the end of the match for the 3rd time. And Mercedes gets the foot over the bottom rope. Mercedes lucky to escape that pinfall, as she has been beaten down by Kelly Klein, this powerful lady wrestler out of the city of Cincinnati. And here's the end of the match again. Kelly just drops Mercedes for the 4th time. This time the pin roll is 7 or lower. And on a roll of 6, she gets the pinfall. Kelly Klein just beat the stuffings out of a very tough opponent in that match. And using the finishing maneuver called the end of the match, that is the end of the match. And Kelly Klein is your winner. And still the mistress of mayhem here in Heartland Ladies Wrestling. Not only that, but Kelly Klein earns the opportunity in 2 weeks to head to the pay-per-view in Detroit, where she will face Lufisto. And Lufisto is going to come, and they're going to have a face down here in the center of the ring in Indianapolis, as these two will be facing off in Detroit. And the winner of that match will move on for a title shot at the Heartland Ladies Championship. All right, so our card ends with a stare down between 2 double tough, rugged individuals. There's about a 6 or 7 inch height difference between these two, as Lufisto is a short little gal, but she doesn't take a backward step from anybody, and she is not going to be intimidated even by the likes of Kelly Klein. So that is your end of the show for tonight here, fans. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Now Red Sox fan Dave Garner, Captain Carl, Philip Reynolds was here earlier tonight. ID Jester made his cameo appearance. And so on behalf of the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, thank you all for coming out tonight. That's our stream, and I am out of here.